Anthony Burke got the lead out, and will lead him away down through the Liberty S's. We'll just wait to see how it all unfurls from there on. So the 59 kart, David Harradine, also got a very good start up into second place, and then comes Matthew Adam in the 21. So Matthew Adam continues his good run this weekend, and then the 80 kart, of course, is Paul Clopers, and Paul's been right in the action all weekend long, and one of them's turned it around by himself at the end of the straight. I think it was Angus Waite. So race leaders, he's out of there, Anthony Burke. And the battle for second place is going to get a little bit interesting. Matthew Adam, who came through the traffic in the first race yesterday. A good little move by Matthew. That was about kart position. And he had good kart position, but he's just been going to hold that outside line. A bit slippery out there. He got the slingshot onto the straight though, and he should have kart position at the end of the straight. He turns it in, nicely done. And the guy, David Harradine actually did him a big favour, because the guy that was chasing and working very hard there just couldn't quite get, Paul Clopers just couldn't quite get the pass that he wanted also. So it worked out quite good for Matthew Adam. Okay, race leader continues to be Anthony Burke. Matthew Adam in the 21, Anthony Burke in the 88. And the 59 of David Harradine. Then Paul Clopers in the 80 comes through. And Troy Bennett in the 5 continues his run. Troy comes out of the draft down the inside. No, he doesn't. I thought for a minute he was going to have a big look down the inside, but not to be the case. So off the end of the circuit they come. Race leader, he's gone. He's out of there. He's got a tune of his own. And Anthony Burke. Matthew Adams, should I say, in the 21. And quite an interesting dice for third place, which I reckon could go anywhere, with the 59 of David Harradine being followed by the 80 of Paul Clopers. The only thing that's a bit of a worry is as the 88 of Paul Burke went through, it was misfiring a little bit at the top end of the circuit. So we'll just wait to see how much of a problem that may well be. The Rotex popping and banging, usually the sign that you might be running out of battery. And that's the Leopard of Matthew Adams. So 2 engines being used in the restricted 125 class. So Anthony Burke has the Rotex, which you can tell by the wrap over exhaust. And the conventional go-kart style exhaust of the Leopard is on Matthew Adam, the go-kart. He sits in second place. Down through the Liberty S's they come. 10 laps on the board. David Harradine continues his run. Paul Clopers settled down into 4th. And Troy Bennett in 5th. Now 76 is Angus Waite goes through. And now Taylor and Charlie is Wayne Window. The race leader down through the Liberty S's, 9 on the blackboard this time round. There's Anthony Burke, the AJ Burke Electrical. We're just watching the battle for third place there. And Troy Bennett climbing all over the back. Of the 80 go-kart of Paul Clopers. So Bennett and Clopers are side by side. All right, 7 on the board. I lost David Harradine. I looked down at my program, looked up, and he's evaporated. Somebody zapped him out of the whole race scene, so I'm not too sure what happened to David. I can't even see him in the weigh shed, so he must have ducked off over the left-hand side there. Okay, so race leader remains the 88 of Anthony Burke. Then comes the 21 of Matthew Adam. Interesting dice between Troy Bennett and the 5 and the 80 of Paul Clopers. Oh, Bennett and the 5. Oh, he got whacked in the nose cone. So just about turned himself around. So Paul Clopers very, very determined to keep his racing line and not to yield. And Paul Bennett, who's desperately trying to pull it up, got a big whack across the nose cone. So it probably needs a wheel alignment afterwards, I'd imagine. So some vigorous dicing in between for the Ultra Tune Auto Service Centre at Port Adelaide. So we're very close to getting to the pro races. So we get everybody to get themselves positioned for the 3 pro races that are coming up. We've just got the over 40s to run, and then we will be into the pro races, and they're the feature races of the day. 4 laps will remain this time around for Anthony Burke. Matthew Adams comes through. Paul Clopers, Troy Bennett. In the 5, and our P-plater Angus Waite in the 76. Wayne Window goes through in the 8. And 3 laps remain for Ultra Tune Auto Service Centres at Port Adelaide. And I think the 88 of Anthony Burke will survive to get to the finish. Anthony Burke. Brings it around, 2 on the blackboard. Matthew Adam comes around in 2nd place. I think 3rd's now decided with Paul Clopers. Comes through. So the last lap board will be presented for our race leader, which is Anthony Burke. Matthew Adam comes through in the 21. Then this dicing here between Paul Clopers and Troy Bennett. Our P-plater Angus Waite. Now number 8 Wayne Window. So race leader just coming in to the 2nd Liberty hairpin. The 88 of Anthony Burke. So well done to Anthony. He controlled the race from start to finish. Takes a great race result. Matthew Adam, good race result for Benson. And a dice all along between Paul Clopers and Troy Bennett. So well done, Troy. Love your work. And the 76 of Angus Waite goes through. And our Tail and Charlie is the 8 of Wayne Window.